back in Final Fantasy, and I think we'll just continue where we left off, which I think was on this quest, where we are heading to a different area. So yeah, let's just go. I don't remember. It says to leave there, so that's close to where we are. So we'll just do that. Okay, so we have our Marauder quest here as well, so let's get that done while we are around this area. I think I need some of these as well for the book. Yeah. While we're here. Get a bunch of bits done. Should be it. Yeah. And then this is for our Marauder quest. Looks as if nobody's home. Mayhap they knew we were coming. Aid. I need aid. Please, it's my grandson. Them snippers have got him. I told Ffxiv not to get too close. I told him. Get that weapon ready, River. We need to move now. Let's go. And do it. Ah, bugger and shite, get away from me, you bloody great bastard. The fucking mittens always put me off. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I can use... It's not really what I want. More coming. Fuck. They don't stop coming. Oh, they're all dead. Nice. Thank you, miss. I thought I was dead for sure. Can't even play outside no more. What with all these scary monsters about? Me ma, me da. They was both killed by some nasty bugger not so long ago. An aurochs big as a mountain. I bet you could beat it. Make it pay for what it did to me folk. You take it easy now, son. There's a whole guild full of strapping lads and lasses like River here who'll be glad to do just that. And all you need to do is head home with your grandpa. You let us worry about that big nasty bugger. We're heroes. Beautiful. Consider your first duty a success, River. It's time you headed back as well. Before Wyzion begins to worry, I've left your corpse for the crabs. Perfect. I could do that one quickly. Make our way over there. We're known to hire adventurers, 'tis true, but we always go through the Adventurers Guild. Even if I wanted to assign you duties, Yellow Jacket regulations prohibit me from doing so directly. Now, if you don't mind working in an unofficial capacity, I have a personal request I could make of ye. Yeah, go on then. I'll take it while I'm here. My granddad's head of the Red Rooster Steed, Anox's his name. He asked me to bring him some river toad livers, but the mere thought of pulling slimy livers out of slimy frogs give me the shivers. Maybe you care to fetch a liver or three for me? You can get them by slaying the river toads that dwell round the eyes. Yeah. I'll just do this one quickly, so it's not exactly difficult. You're a lifesaver, adventurer. Now, I take these livers to my granda myself, but I just can't up and leave me post. Not to mention the mere sight of those slimy things makes my stomach churn. Would you mind doing the delivering in my stead? Find old Anarch at the Red Rooster stead, and you can turn those river toad livers into gil. Cool. That is the opposite direction that I want to go, so I will go and do... Actually, there is a chocobo there, so I might go and do that. But, like, I'll go do that quest, and then I'll get the chocobo to where I need to be. Ooh, and there's wild dodos for my log. Was it H for the hunting lock? Yeah. We got 2 more left for that. I swear this is the last time I send that granddaughter of mine to fetch river toad livers. Why? These are the livers I asked for. I should have known better. Ankrita has been dainty since she was a wee lass. I regret any trouble we've caused you. I heard that the New Worlders use fish livers as fertilizer, so I thought I'd give toad livers a try. A farmer can't be afraid to try new things. Nay, he must grow his knowledge as he grows his crops. That's how this farm grew to be what it is. You do well to stick around and see. Okay, I'm not gonna take your quest right now. That's not what I wanted. Ah, there we go. No. It won't let me go there. Oh well, I guess we're running. Alright, we've made it to the dry docks, so I will attune to this, and then I'll go find who I need to talk to for this main quest. Looks like it's over here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Hello. You have a missive for me from Forge Master Anazar. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of materials I ordered over a moon past. Let's see it then. Blast and botheration, another delay. I'm well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies, the messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. May I have your name? River, is it? Well, River. This proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory, the first new vessel to grace the docks since the calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It is a symbol of Limsa Lominsa's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral era. Thus we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Ffxiv. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Nice. New booties. Let's flip those quickly. Now. Oh. Okay. Where in the 7 hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment. Now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Ffxiv, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa Lominsa, but he has yet returned. I've sent several missives to Aldbroder, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, and I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Aldbroder that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Damn. Where do we need to go for this one then? Wait, how's it? Show me on the map. Ah, okay, it's down there. But we do have to walk there. Unfortunate. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Nice. Hello, my good sir. Hey, does that self-righteous dog, Abraham, at Brim, doubt that I have never told him anything less than the truth. And we shall doubt you. Turtleback Island? He cannot do that, can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave, Navigator, rest her soul, I know naught of this. Ismid, nor his precious supplies. Hells, we are here at the quay, have had enough trouble these past few suns, with thinking of that Leminson cargo ship off the Salt Strand. I haven't the time to take proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders off the grip. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you most certainly have the time to get that arse of yours down to Salt Strand and help us search for the survivors of that wreck. Who knows, you may just run across this Viral's mid everyone seems so eager to find. Here's to hoping the Navigator hasn't found him first. Okay, he's probably there, isn't he? Let's be real. Oh, there he is. You say the foreman's wandering on my whereabouts. Thought he might be, but you must know I cannot show me face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I caused. 2 nights passed. I made the trip from the dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliff. So I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we was halfway twixt shore and ship, the swells had risen to nigh on 10 yards, and 'twasn't long afore the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the Leamington galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the Salt Strand. I has made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with Icarin, and I ain't one with a sword. And now you see why it is I cannot return to the dry dock. Okay. Let's get your bits. See what 5 does. Okay, yeah, it's like AoE. Where are the... Can I get this? No. Now we can get up. Oh, didn't mean to quit. Oh, they still want to attack me. No, they're running away. Lovely stuff. That night, I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, and it weren't long before the world around me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the seventh hells, and I woke to find myself washed ashore, and here I've been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage me master's cargo. Here you go. I got you covered, my guy. The missing parts. I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but first I must stop by the quay so that I might pay me respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Atbrin Brim that I will be back at the Dry Dogs by nightfall? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. I'm back, and I've got some great news for you. Am I relieved to hear that both Urismid and the suppliers are unharmed, though it was foolish for him to believe that I would blame him for that which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to the dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. Leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep Quay was less of a natural sort which the Sahagin have been known to conjure. Nice. Alright. Class quest rewards. There are some actions which only can be learned by completing specific class quests. For example, the Range Lancer weapon skill Piercing Talent is acquired by completing Lancer's guild quest available at level 15. Okay. I probably need to do more of these then. But we'll get there. River, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself as an asset to Naldic and Vi Melis. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Gimvota, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory. He requires its assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Limsa Laminza endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs to this on the city-state so that they might line their pockets with a few handfuls of coins, just the thought of it sickens me. Okie dokie. Find somebody else. You go inside. Oh no, it's like where? Oh, literally right here. I'm blind. Ah yes. I had a feeling you would be the one at then. Since you first arrived at the Morobi dry docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It's simply protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then. I assume Atbrim informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks were last seen, making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men, pose in as a lost adventurer, and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Nago, stationed at the rear gates, can provide you with an exact location of the camp. Go. Go talk to everyone. You. River, haha, I knew it. No more sardines for Kanago tonight. I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards on who Aunt Brim will recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, the job, yes of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Nemea, the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates were camped up there. We're aware of that though. Right. Okay, we just follow it around. Literally over there. Might be below though. We'll see. There's a better way to get there. Oh, there we go. Hello. I'm giving you the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your venturing ass back down to whatever rock it is you called out from under. You see, I was at it up to my ears with your type, roaming the hills like they was yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man can enjoy a mug of rum without some shite breath outlander running up and asking which way it is to the local levee meet. 7 L's if I know. I'm a bloody pirate, goddammit. Those balls. Okay. Once we have me boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken pisshole of an island so far behind me, ain't no one will remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags, we've knives to sharpen. Okay. They're just, they're waiting for their friend and then they're gonna go. Is this the rock? That is definitely the rock. So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they are indeed planning something. But what is this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be that their target was never the victory? Something's not right, and I won't sit by idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, River. It appears we are wise to put our trust in you. Okie dokie, new axe time. Yeah. Nice. I am concerned, River. It appears the pirates I had you investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry dock, so I must assume they mean to target the Victory herself. That ship is the symbol of everything Limsa strives to become, and I will not allow these base scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you, River, are just the woman to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guards submit reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Urswist at the front gate or Kanago at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. Okay. Go back and talk to the person at the gate. Hello again. Hail, adventurer. Glad to have another hand aboard to help shore up security. The gods know our reports would sit on Imfota's desk gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart. I'd take a closer look before he has the chance to cover his tracks. Okay. We have to go up and around. Damn it, I was trying to avoid them. Okay, where is this guy? There he is. Spotted me, did you? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. There you go. Let me just jump off here. Nope. Doesn't let me. Yes, let's do that. So you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were right. Adventurer to ask for aid. But what could these knaves be planning? What is to happen is already happening. Captain, trouble at the shipyard. Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates, out of nowhere. Struck me good. Gods below. We were not prepared for this. Pirates, soldier, how many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. Explosives? There's no time to lose. River, you had the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I will see to this man's wounds, then follow after. Make haste now. Let's go fight some pirates. Oh, it feels so empty. Yeah. Where are they? Am I done? Confused. Are these? Okay. 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 Oh, that's a really weird one. Never reckoned it'd be this easy. I don't trust those slimy bastards, but their plan worked like a charm. What are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your trap, boy. This'll all be over soon. All that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important the ship is, what it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me treacherous, backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright and building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What under Limlian's wide green ocean made you take up with these self-righteous shites? You're the one with no bloody sense. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era's over. It's his dad. Never would have thought. The ship's a symbol, right, of everything what went wrong with the world, and I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. Pray beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the victory. Let's beat up his dad. Let's fucking go. Can I get this? I guess it was just, it's not in like a proper dungeon, it won't let me take all of the heat. I must be getting old, letting some green venture get the best of me. Duh. That's one big bloody ship. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did you? Oh, he's proud of him. My thanks, River. I shudder to think what might have become of the Victory without your intervention. Pirate— oh fuck, I clicked too far. My thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Never did my father have a way of turning my life upside down. Pray convey my thanks and my apologies. Info to— yeah. How fair you, River. I cannot begin to thank you for your role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Ffxiv from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems our security regimen will require much in the way of improvement if we are to truly keep the dry docks safe. Brim apologizes? Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. And all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But in time, I believe he will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past his anguish is to see the victory completed and in the water. And, by the by, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Rayna's men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have time to spare, I would ask you another favor. Yes. River, in light of your role in recent events, there are a few others to whom I would entrust this task. Since we last spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of Ffxiv, the pirates behind the plot to sabotage the victory. The missive was penned in the most unusual script, a script we believe to be some manner of code. Needless to say, anything which a proven enemy of Ffxiv deems worthy of enciphering is like to be of great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none of us can make any sense of the message. In cases such as this, I'm told the Yellow Jackets won't return to Baderan and his convenient connections. Thus I would have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, into his hand and no other. Do you understand? Yes, I do. I also understand that I'm teleporting there. I'm lazy. Hello, I'm back. Ahoy there, River. I've been hearing about your deeds at the dry docks. He laid out the entire tale for me. Poor sod was still reeling at his old man's part in the business, but at least she kept the victory from being sunk before she sailed. And for that, I owe you my thanks. We've really made a name for yourself in Lindsay, lass. Folk know that when they need something doing, hey, you need something doing, and what might that be? Get to this deciphered, my good sir. You want someone to read a message written in funny letters for you, and Gimfota thought I might know a man as could. Well, let's see then. I reckon I might know a canny bugger what can read stuff like this. Ugly sod by the name of Baderon. You know? You're like one of me regulars now, River. You've never let me down yet, and Navigator helped me. I reckon I can trust you. Infota was right to want this message deciphered. We've got us some trouble brewing here, and no mistake. Get ready for action and I'll explain. Ruh-roh. Oh, we gotta do some more fighting. Fighting some more pirates, probably. Good to have you aboard, lass. Now then, where to start? Back when I was younger and nastier, I earned my living as a salesword, I think. And that business, if you wanted to know what your enemy was up to, you had to learn to read orders you prized from the cold dead hands of its mates. And that's how I came to know how to read your message. Truth be told, the script was only too bloody familiar. Them Sahagin letters, lass. And I should know. I've gutted more fishback messengers than I can count. It gets worse though. The plan to blot the victory is all in air, right? Down to the fine details. Looks like they meant to raise 8 kinds of hell in Western La Nocia. Then hit the Maelstrom's new flagship in the confusion. The point being, the attack on the victory weren't the act of a few rebellious pirates. It was a key part of some canny bastard's grand plan. But if I'm reading this alright, the attack itself came much too early. I'll wager they panicked when they saw you was onto them, rushed in to do the job and buggered it up. Them tattoo-faced bastards, as they say, was paying at Brim's old man. They're with the Serpent Reavers, right? But none of the crew was there, was they? Did they have something better to do or what? Don't really know what that meant. 7 L's. I've got it all backwards. That mess at the victory, that was meant to be the bloody distraction. The fishbacks ain't interested in the Maelstrom's baby. They're after men, just like they've always been. They're sending their pirate lackeys after civilian target. This bit about raising L in Western La Nocia, that's where it will be. Something tells me Swift Perch is about to get it, and get it hard. Here's a rough translation of the message. Take it to the Commodore Rayner at the Coral Tower and tell him he's for a busy day. Oh, and give him a land day. You can be damn sure he'll need one. Gonna do some more fighting. I really understand a lot of that. I don't know where we're actually heading. Right. We should let's go up there. And carry on with our Marauder quests as well. Just to chip away at them before we get too underleveled to do any of the main story quests. Oh, I need to be here anyway. Nice. So you've shattered the shells of the megala crabs and saved the life of a child into the bargain. Thus does our violent craft prove its merit. Well done, River. Though no longer a threat to the farmers, you should know that it is unusual for such crabs to be found so near the stead. By all accounts, the creatures were ousted from their usual feeding grounds by a more fierce beast. The beast of which I speak is a known terror in the lands of La Nocia, ever seeking to expand its territory. And that boy's parents were but two of the many victims to fall to its rampages. It is a threat that must be dealt with ere long. Do thoughts of vengeance flit through your mind, River? Nurture those urges, but do not yet act upon them. This monstrosity is far beyond your present skills. If you would answer the lad's cry for revenge, then you must grow stronger, become the raging behemoth this challenge demands. Well, all of these are worse than what I currently have. I'll just take that, I guess. River, I have gathered what information I could concerning the beasts that young Sigurd bade you slay. The tales name this creature Kujata? Those who have witnessed Kujata in the terrifying flesh could also call him the Stampeding Mountain. Such is his immense size and bulk. Again, I will not seek to dissuade you from claiming vengeance for the boy's parents. In fact, I encourage it. But to topple this lumbering colossus, you must first become his equal in strength and ferocity. As a single step towards that distant goal, I send you to the Blind Iron Mines, where we have had word that folk are falling prey to claws of local galagos. It is your task to protect the weak from these unruly creatures. Learn to channel the rage inside you and let your axe blades sing in righteous slaughter. Okay. And you? Hi, Rena. Yes, I am Rena. Ah, you must be the adventurer whose name seems to be on everyone's lips. You are to be commended for your part in thwarting the plot to destroy the victory. Now what can I do for you this day? You bear an urgent message from Baderon. Why do I get the feeling that my hopes for a quiet evening are about to be cruelly dashed? Tell me, what is afoot? An assault on Swift Perch? But we've seen nothing to suggest the Serpent Reavers are massing for an attack. Even so, it will be foolish to discount the possibility. Baderon is rarely wrong about such matters. I will marshal the Yellow Jackets for battle imminently. The only question is where to send them. While I concur with Baderon's assessment that the attack on the dry docks was intended as a diversion, Swift Perch is but one of several possible targets. Commodore, sir. Report. It's the Sahagin, sir. They've mounted a large-scale assault on South Tidegate and threatened to overwhelm our defences within the day. The garrison requests immediate reinforcements. By the Navigator, it seems my decision has been made for me. Muster the troops and give the order. Aye, the Serpent Reavers are in league with the Sahagin, which means there is every chance this assault on Tidegate may yet prove another feint. The fact remains, however, that we can ill afford to ignore it, and that leaves Swift Perch vulnerable to those pirate traitors. It is at times such as this that I wish the warriors of light yet walked among us. But wishes will avail us naught, Rocket. You must serve in their absence. Make for swift perch with all haste, and lend your strength to the squads I can spare for the settlement's defense. Okay, we've made it to airport. We'll attune, and then we'll head over to help with these pirates. Go this way, I think. If we can get out of here this way. Yes, we can. Oh yeah, we have been here before. Fuck. Why didn't I just teleport here? I'm stupid. Oh well. Commodore Rayner sent the word we'd be getting reinforcements, but I didn't expect him to send you. You certainly look like you've seen your share of action, though. You bear little resemblance to the wide-eyed whelp I met fresh off the ferry. In any case, do you know what you're fighting for here? This place, Swift Perch, it was rebuilt by folk who stood strong in the face of every hardship the calamity threw their way. And we're not about to let some fish fancying scum claim the honor of being the ones who finally broke their spirits. Don't give those pirate bastards one bloody ilm, you hear me? Let's go. Here they come. I can take them on. Here now, I thought all them yellow jacket worms was meant to be busy. That useless scrag ain't followed the plan, has he? Now what? Fall back and wait for us Sahuagin brothers? Piss on that, we ain't turning back empty-handed. Remember, no killing the small folk, or it'll be your blood what stains Lord Leviathan's altars. The yellow bellies, ye can butcher at will. Them dirt-eating slugs will be crushed under the full might of the Serpent Reavers. Seems Swift Perch was the main target after all, eh? Squads 1 and 2, protect the townsfolk. Squad 3, you're our rear guard. The rest of you, we meet their charge where we stand. Let us bear the Commodore word of our victory, or no word at all. The Limsa Laminza, let's fucking go. Oh, got all you yellow bellies and dance on your gizzards. Come on, enough talk, more fight. How do I do it? 5. honestly didn't think it would hurt that much. It didn't, I didn't move. Well fought. The Reavers are beaten and scattered. I'll take some men and hunt down the stragglers. Oh, but there may be more of them lurking about, so don't let your guard down just yet. Oh. Hello, sir. You're back. The source of her strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. Uh-oh. Our mournful voice of creation, sent unto me the creatures of the abyss, my fraud to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Ah, shit. That's not violent. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. This one. Okay. Now you. Oh, the Sheller's here. Nice. There we go. Easy enough, honestly. That the wisdom of the paragon should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons, did he say? Then it is as I feared. They are known as the Bringers of Chaos, or Ascians, to give them their proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Pardon? You would know if we Charlatan have encountered Ascians before? I have never spoke to you of my homeland. How did you know whence I hail? Wait, I do begin to see. You have been blessed with a special gift. Are you alright, lass? If I'd known a mean bugger like that was hiding in the bushes, I would have left a squad or 6 to keep you company. Well, at least now we can call this kidnapping investigation to a close. Those Reavers were the ones spiriting folk away in the dead of night, and this bastard here was pulling all the string. A trifle simplistic, but not inaccurate. I came as soon as I sensed his presence, but I never thought to find such a scene of carnage, yet we prevailed. And thanks to your heroic actions, I have learned so much. Aye, heroic is the word. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't been here, friend. And your assistance is much appreciated to Lady Ishtola. Please give our regards to the Scions. I'm glad to have played a role in bringing what I hope is an end to this disturbing spate of abductions. The thread of your fate forms a part of a most intriguing tapestry. Mayhap we will be afforded the chance to speak more in the near future. For now, however, you must see this particular tale to its conclusion. Pray send my greetings to Commodore Rayner. Oh no, another one. Oh, never mind. Wasn't for us. Rocket, eagerly I have awaited your return. Word of your exploits is already spreading through the ranks. My troops and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for your timely assistance. You have shown yourself to be possessed of a sure arm, a strong spirit, and a sound judgment. But that Limsa had more of I have little doubt that you shall one day join the ranks of Eorzea's greatest adventurers, but it is a matter of time. Clearly, Baderon's eye for potential remains as sharp as ever, though I doubt even he imagined you capable of such feats. Might you favour me with your own account of the day's events? Such victories bear retelling. Y'shtola has been working with us for quite some time, you see, and she was only too willing to assist the Yellow Jackets in the kidnapping investigation, proving herself a stalwart ally to Limsa yet again. Needless to say, after your part in thwarting the attempted sabotage of the victory and the small matter of your deeds at Swift Perch, you two have proven yourself a valued friend of the Phallosocracy. Admiral. Mummy. May I present you Admiral Ffxiv.
So, this is the adventurer I've been reading about in the field reports. I am Melve Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa. On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day. A token of our gratitude. What worth is high regard without just reward, after all? Ha! Since you first set foot in our city, my good friend Baderon and Commodore Rayner have taken turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits. Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet. A seat of honor at the celebratory feast is the least I can offer the woman who foiled the Sahagin.
Oh! A seat at the feast!
Oh, and don't be late. Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero, and some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Nice. I'm not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. It is a highly coveted honor. Why, even the officers under her direct command are rarely afforded such recognition. But I will not deny you have earned it. Many of the tasks you have performed in service to the Ffxiv have been both difficult and dangerous. I'm so bad at reading. This is a reward for all of your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. Has the enormity of this moment yet to sink in? Perchance you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Limsa. Now that I have imagined the scene, I realize that you will require attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wench and see what Badarin can arrange. He is surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. Was it Badarin? Is that what she said? Well, if it ain't... She said her name, and I already forgot how to pronounce it. If it ain't her guest of honor, Obnobbing with the Iron Mighty now, is it? I'll tell you, lass, I damn near snorted ale out my nose when I heard the news. You've come a long bloody way, you have, and that's the truth. Well, one thing's for sure, you're not one for decent grub. These banquets are catered by the bleeding Bismarck, no less. There's a grand chance to fill your belly to bursting with fine and, more importantly, free food. But we can't have you turning up in your shite cake venturing gear. No, the hero of the hour needs to have a touch of refinement about her, if only to stop folk complaining when she stuffs her face with cake. Take yourself over to the Octon and speak to Janasim of the Bruguère Consortium. She'll furnish you with something ladylike to wear. And I've already had a word with her. All you need to do is pick up the goods, then bring them back here, so as I can tell you what's what. Great. Where is that then? Oh. Just downstairs. Hello. Good morning, miss. I assume you're the underdressed lady Beta mentioned? I see he was not exaggerating. I've chosen these especially for your debut in polite society. Fear not, I'm certain you'll absolutely adore them. Alright, now let's go back up. Let's have the box then. Here we go, a nice pair of dress shoes for you. And lass mightn't have much else to her name, but so long as she's got a decent pair of shoes on her feet, there ain't nowhere she can't go. Think of them as a gift from me and all other folk you've done right by along the way. Aye. It's a very moving gesture, I know. Just don't go welling up on me, eh? Wouldn't do for Limsa's new hero to turn up at the banquet soaked in her own tears and snot. Any road, that should go up sorted. Now, you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll tell you where to go. Oh. I think maybe that's a good place to round up this one. And next time we'll go to this banquet. But yeah, I've been enjoying the story so far. It should be getting good now, I guess. A bit less of the just basic tutorial-y stuff. I think maybe that does go on a little bit longer. What are we on? We're on... oh, it doesn't say yet. Level 14. Yeah, we've got a bit of time before we're too low level to be doing these quests. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.